All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Planetside 2 training of building layouts and standardized callouts. This training will go over just basically a quick walkthrough of 6 of the most commonly used buildings across all the continents. And buildings you will recognize because we have lots of fights in them from time to time and sometimes in succession from base to the next base to the next base. So we're just going to go over some of the key points of these buildings, things to look out for, things to be aware of, and some just basic terminology that you may hear in comms from your squad leader and not really clear on what they mean. I'm going to go over just brief definitions and examples of such things throughout this training. A copy of this training is on the website. There is a hyperlink in the Planetside Discord. It's in the channel of PS2 members, and you can find that there. It's called Lesson Plan. I'm basically going to be going right through that, just going right from the top right to the bottom, and I will be highlighting sections along the way so that you can pretty much follow along with me, and hopefully that'll eliminate some questions along the way. So the first base that we're going to be going to today is going to be the triple stack building that is at Alpha Waypoint. For members of Bravo, go ahead and load up your Valkyrie. For members of Alpha, go ahead and load up your Galaxy. Alright, so Platoon Waypoint building. We're going to start off on, let's see. I can't get to the roof right now. Let's go first floor exterior. And we'll go east side. Okay, so the L-shaped building very, very, very often will contain a control point. It's one of the buildings that gets used most often to house a control point. It has plenty of dangers, plenty of access points, and will always provide a good fight, whether you're on offense or defense. Obviously, doorways are going to be numerous. The L-shape can have on the first floor up to 6 doors. I will show them to you if you come inside. Where Hydro is 1. You'll see 2 and 3 right here. If you go down this hallway on the first floor, real quick, halfway down the hallway, you'll see in between the stairwell, you'll see this is what we call a nook. So it's somewhere where you could get some medics in there, get some engineers with some deployables, and have a quite defendable position here, suppressing both the south side as well as the north side. Moving on. We're going to head up to the north side, and on this, after the elbow, right here where Helena is at and VTS is at, this is the elbow, because this is the turning point. This is between the long side and the short side. So we call this the elbow. If you hear anyone ever say enemy beacon interior elbow, they're talking about the inside elbow, which is outside the first floor, this doorway where you see Hydra. I'm jumping right now. It's outside this door, right in this corner, right where Bellhade is at. That is the interior corner. So you definitely want to...
Interior elbow.
Interior elbow, sorry. My apologies. Interior elbow. But so if you look at the building as an arm, the elbow is where it flexes, where it bends. And the inside of it is going to be where the inside of that elbow is, which is why when it's called interior elbow, it's actually outside the building. So it's just giving you a general context of why we call it that. Anyway, on this side of the building, you'll see that there could be potentially 3 doors on the first floor. So as you can see, there's plenty of entrances into this into the ground floor. Obstacles or decor does provide some shooting lanes, some coverage. But it's pretty much going to be all manpower, meaning that you're going to have people here with your guns pointing at the doorways, trying to defend those doorways as best you can, whether it be on the short side, which is the side we're currently on, or if you head to the south side. The south side could be defended most easily from the nook, as well as from the stairwell. So. And the decor really doesn't change that much. There are some times that the control point will be on the first floor in the nook, and sometimes the control point is on the second floor, in between the two in between the two stairs along the wall where who's this jumping? Arazine is jumping. Where Arazine is jumping and where Hydra is standing on the second floor. Sometimes there's a control point right here. Now, once you're on the second floor, there could be a window right behind Belhade's head, which is in between the two stairs. It's very dangerous. It could be very problematic. And also, once you go around the elbow onto the short side of the L, you'll see another window that's closed off right by Sepulchre's. That window is also problematic. It provides easy access to the second floor, and it could be a problem if one or two really good shooters gets their way in here. They could really hold down a defendable position by locking this short side to them and providing gunfire to anyone on the long side of the second floor. Usually at a control point or providing gunfire to the stairwell or to the opposite stairwell. Next thing I want to go over is balcony access. You see right here, right in front of Hydro, there's a door that's closed. And on the other side, which is the south side, there's a door that's open. This leads you to a balcony. Balcony can be very problematic, mainly because light assaults and because of airdrops, whether that be a Steel Rain, Galaxy, or Valkyrie drop. You could get enemy onto the balcony in any of those three ways, and they will make a fight out of your defense. So if you're defending, know that a major threat can come in through the second floor balcony. On the roof itself, there is some defendable mounds. The roof is kind of like, I can't really describe it, but it's flat and then it slopes down and then it is another little mound, if you will. So you could actually move across the roof and just crouch so that you could limit what part of your body is being shot, and it actually provides a very small target to the shooter. Problem is, you are highly susceptible to vehicle fire, whether that be air vehicles or ground vehicles that have any kind of arch, a bulldog, a fury. Sometimes a really good shot of a basilisk with that has no arch could pretty much snipe you from the top. So being on the roof is not the most advisable position to be on. But you do want to have a beacon either on the balcony or on the roof itself for this type of building. It provides the most utility. As for the inside of the building, defending it, depending on where the point is, if it's on the second floor, I would definitely build your defense at the control point. I would close off. I would have a baby gate, which is a hard light barrier at both stairwells. I would have people watching the balcony door if I only have one, or I'd have people watching both balcony doors if there's two. If there's only one balcony door, whoever I would have guarding the second balcony door, which is where Hydra's at, I'd have them on the short side of the L, either covering the second floor window or providing suppression fire over the rail to the first floor of the short side.
We might get to practice that here in a second.
Indeed. So this is, and it's always a great fight, guys. So, any questions about this building? Concerns, comments?
I do have one thing to add. In the biolabs over here at the on the north side, there's usually a elevator here to get up to the second floor.
Yes, sometimes in the biolab specifically, and sometimes in other triple stacks, right where let's see, who is this? I can't see.
Right here.
VTS, where he's using his jetpack. Sometimes there's an elevator right there. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason as to why or when it gets an elevator. Some triple stacks have them, some don't. But I believe most of the biolab triple stacks have them, but not all. Any other comments, concerns, questions?
Why is it called a triple stack when there's only 2 floors?
Oh, sorry, I keep
This is L shape.
Sorry, I keep on saying triple stack. It's an L shape.
Oh.
My bad. Because I wrote it out of order on my note sheet, on my notepad, and so and I can't clearly have an arrow pointed as to where this should be inserted, and I just keep disregarding it.
Ammunition here.
Also, there's a triple stack right over there.
So yes, this is an L shape because the shape of the building is an L.
Take some ammunition.
I didn't know an ammo pack could sit on top of a hard light canopy.
Any other questions, comments, concerns? All right, let's